If all the players of Genshin have a clear thing in common despite the differences of opinions and funas in Funad. Social networks is that we are going to get dry off Protohemus. Today, we are going to see the roadmap so much with information that you already know. From which source it comes is something of a small speculation, of course appealing to the purest logic. Disclaimer. Sometimes Joyovs does weird things with the latter, but usually quite square the roadmap of the banners. 5 at 5-4 because people aren't just currently thinking about Emily Yellen. The weapon, since the Aqua is literally the best bow in the game, and the best weapon between the best in the game and the banners. Of the 5 that I have already made you some video talking about these banners, and that in these days, this week is already the live stream. And it will be confirmed, but to remember, not only should we think about what is coming soon in the short term, but there is a medium-long term, some very powerful banners, some very beloved characters, and an incredible pyro archon. So leave a good like, a good Bennett ulti subscribe, leave a good comment for the algorithm. Thanks for all the support to the channel. Remember that it helps a lot, which is free, which positions the channel and makes it recommend much more. So don't forget, please go leave a comment, give it like, everything that costs us nothing. Thank you, really invite you to the rest. Link down here in the description, and we go with the roadmap of the banners from 5 to 5.4, well 5.3 that comes the Archonte. Well, I've put some characters around here, now we're talking about them that you really notice that Hoy over Circe wants to put all the meat in the barbecue. And also remember that this is interesting news, important to you, and there are always people who remember, or does not take this into account. The X2 resets once yearly in Genshin Impact, the X2 in the crystals. This time it resets within 5, and how do we know when it resets? The anniversary is September 28th. Sometimes it has fallen 1, sometimes it has fallen 2, even, and this time it falls 5. What do we know about 5? At the expense of being confirmed on livestream surely a day or two later. Well, we know Mualani's coming, we know Kinnick's coming. Don't worry now, I'll give you a very important information surprise from this 5 banner, and we also know Kazuha is coming. And Raiden has speculated endlessly on, you know. But also today, at the height of recording this video, has come out. A very strong confirmation that Kazuha comes in the first half, Raiden in the second half, and between Mualani and Kinnick. And here in first and second halves, I think it's going to be something like that. It's going to be Kinnick. Katsuha first half, Mualani and Raiden second half. And also the 4 stars can practically be known because Kahina will come as 4 stars as her drip marketing is already official. And you know that I quickly told you that Kachina will not come as a free character in principle in the main event of the 5, but Bennett will come but able to give it to us. Other way, also whenever Raiden came, Sarah came. So we already have the second 4 stars of the banners 5. 0. And we need to speculate which is the third 4 stars. I don't think I had anything else. I don't know if they're putting Bennett on. I don't think so because he's been here recently, but maybe like Kinnick and Mualani, they're characters that work in burn teams on the Pyro in general, capable of a Toma or something that took long without coming. Toma did come recently, put us around, but good 5. What do you know about the 5.1? It is known that Kilonen is very likely to arrive here at 5.1. It is known that Chaska was commenting that he would arrive at the fair. 5.1. But all the information so far indicates that it will arrive at 5.2. It is known that Mabui, Kalakonte, Piro will arrive at 5.33, that this is very important. And there are other characters from NATLAN that you are saying Phil too. I don't know. Olorun, for example. There are other characters from NATLAN and Fatuiz who you know are also talking about. That Dottore captain may be pliable, but it's also said that maybe they change it and it's Columbina or Sandroni. One of the two, this one or this one. I think this is the one that's going to be playable, but this is not clear. And with Arlecchino happened, a point was said at which Arlecchino would not be playable in Fontaine. Now yes, it was said that Dottore would be playable in Fontaine. Then no, it was said that I don't know what, and I don't know how much, and then something else so with a fatuous. Beware, you only know that information, but it may not arrive before and apart from Oleron, who is another character I have not. Including, there's this other character over here who's the lowly, who basically came out in the trailer of the Nations of Tivat. That is the design of this character we know from day one, but there is no information that they arrived before. Smelling and lowlies on no case, then this, and this. Pretty much the information points to it, and let's talk about Citlali. Citlali is a character who is supposed to be Cryo. and is being talked about not yet being confirmed and is speculating. Inside Hoyoverse, whether it's going to be 4 stars or it's going to be 5 stars, and this is important to comment on. Why? Because if it's 5 stars, maybe another one of the banners comes along as strong, like a version with 2 very powerful promotional characters. Or if it's 4 stars, capable is a dedicated cryo support that we do not have for some team of inverse melts. Or the typical cryo that puts you in the fight. Chickzo 40-50% of, it's not a moment, CEO. I'm speculating alone, these are my ideas. It's CEO, it's CEO. Don't do that to me, please. Is still speculating? As a support dedicated to 5 stars, we have Singe, because Sitlali is quite possible to be a 4 stars of 40% critical damage cryo to chicks. But if it is 5 stars, we know that as many teams of inverse melts are being played over burn that do not end up giving the potential they could. Give another kind of equipment. Examples Ryothe that has improved a little bit with Emil. Again, a rooster for algorithm. That has improved a little bit with Emily, now we talk about it, but it is noticed that Ryovsli has some roof and some limitation. And possibly some other cryo carry more focused just on that equipment, and that mechanics between Chaska and Sitali could burst. So Sitlali, the truth is unknown. It is not known and capable, I will put it here at 5.2, even if it can come to 5.1. Then here's a little thing that you realize that I've commented in other videos that this is also a rumor, and take it with tweezers and with a grain of salt that is said, but it is commented that it may happen that the Archante has 2 variants of Archante. Or that there are 2 especially important characters that, apart from the Archon, is Exvalank, who is the primordial dragon pyro. This dragon will represent him with Bennett, who's around here, and for now, what's being said, I commented in other videos, is that Mavuka may be a kind of sea-angling 5 stars, but they have modes of functioning like, if it was a Pyro Xingqiu and Expalank, it is commented that it will be a Bennett 5 stars or capable of a Bennett something different. We've already seen the clear example of the comparison of Xingqiu as Bennett's example, and then a Yelani. A Furine that are the same as Xingqiu but with greater function, differences, etc. Capable Exvalank does not cure and only gives restance and interruption. Capable Mavuka is a kind of well-made Dihyan. We don't know, but well, Exvalank doesn't have any information on which version it'll come in. So if I speculate personally, neither Hobilet came in 4.1, maybe 0.1, or 0.2 can come Exvalank, or maybe 5.3 comes and bring us Mavuka. Exvalank and goodbye, Protohimes. But you don't know anything about when he can come as well as Sitali, so I mentioned them to you. And now around here are some characters that you all know haven't been back in a long time, and that should come since he even came back. He also came along with Novilet, who Tao have not returned. Besides, Xianyun came in 4-4, that is after Navia, and there is a quantity of insane people waiting for Rich Yanyun back for how powerful he became. Zoizo Xianyun is a character who is going to come back soon. Besides, I think many though the permafrost now. Don't being your best days are also waiting for Shenhe, with which Shenhe is another character can fall over here and capable. This whole cryo thing that I told you that there's some version focused on playing cryo on burn will surely bring it together. Together in a version, and then Arlecchino did come on the 4.6, which is about late, but everyone is waiting. The run of Arlecchino, and it is quite possible that some run of Arlecchino will also fall here. Maybe with Mavuka, maybe here, but you can tell that Hoyoverse wants to put the whole girl on the grill. Maybe all the characters. To come soon in the first versions are these. Besides, and to make it very important, this information close it, because in addition Rankais and other creators have made similar videos have already given us a pattern that in the early versions come. And not only that, but they already confirm it because in 5 comes Raiden, so capable also comes to us. This way, Songli comes this way bendy if we keep in mind that Citral, and maybe it's a 4-star, and we have a kind of Arlecchino's run since another character that we have already waited very long, and that does not come from 4.4 the same. That Xianyun is Nahida, that I'm not finding them if I'm finding them. There is so very careful because we can have some crazy banners and another character who has come who will surely come soon that came just a version after. From Navia 450 and who is also waiting for rerun the Kiori. Kiori. I have her around here. Those who do not have insurance like X-Bala. Kiori and Citlali are very sure to leave them here, which is a tier that is not known. Not known is not known for the algorithm. The comments, but the reality is 5. We practically know it less of 4 stars, 5.1. Let's keep in mind that literally. Weasley and Hu Tao don't come since 4.1. Very careful with this. Is the perfect time and just a year of rerun and jungly. And Bendy over here will be coming 5.2 Chaska, Shenhe for the Cryo Sanyon, Nahida 4, Fortin 5.3 to know what we have. There may be changes. Alekino can fall here, and capable we put double Arcanti here or practically something like that also with Xianyun. That it is crazy and capable enters because Citlali 4 stars Kiori and rerun. Or maybe later the 5.3 and capable is Valanche. Around here or the same thing puts us on the 4.30 or much later. The 4.3, I know it's crazy, but it's also good to talk about. This because practically enough of what I'm commenting on within logic and within the characters who can come back. It is quite possible that you will find them around the corner and that enough of this will be accomplished that you are seeing here and at end people as that their vision is good. Emily Elano, Kinich Mavuika, Kinich Mo Alani forgiveness or saving po Mavuika no. You are realizing that in the middle of all this may come Xianyong, may come Arlecchino, may come Ryothley, may come the Arcantes can go Nahida who already has many without coming to the best Chaska or Chironeros loves. And do not think throw for them or for them, because there will also be characters that come out new, as in Fontaine in the trailer did not come out. Another character is forgetting I might bring us in the middle of some other character that didn't come out in the trailer. All of a sudden here at point 3.4 comes a Xianyong. But a Xianyong is an example of Xianyong as a character. That didn't go in the trailer, but in NATLAN and Go you changed the whole strategy of the Protogemas. So remember that always. Saving by default and being very selective is a good decision in Genshin, little more leaving a good like a good altar of 4. Bennett subscribe to leave a good comment for the algorithm. Thanks for enjoying and watching the channel video. Take care of yourself and see you later.